Breaking news, investigators are inside the home and office of DeKalb County CEO executing search warrants. We have live Team 2 coverage of the searches and why the CEO testified in front of a grand jury just a few hours ago. Good afternoon, I'm Carol Sparks.
And on for the Blankenship, investigators began executing the search warrant at the home and office of DeKalb County CEO Burl Ellis just after 10 this morning. It comes on the same day he testified in front of a special grand jury on a county investigation that may be looking into county capital improvement projects. We broke the story on WSBTV.com, and we have live Team 2 coverage beginning with Jody Fleischer, who is at Ellis's office in Decatur. Jody.
Fred, I've been working my sources all morning long trying to nail down exactly what's been going on here. Now, take a look right over here in this adjacent parking lot. You can see a couple of those cars actually belong to investigators from the district attorney's office. Now, my sources tell me they arrived here at about 10 o'clock this morning. They went into this building carrying empty boxes, presumably to carry out evidence. Now, we do know that CEO Burl Ellis was at the courthouse this morning to testify before a civil grand jury on several issues. Now, we first told you about that grand jury more than a year ago. It's investigating a wide range of allegations, from alleged bribes to contract improprieties at the watershed department. Now, we had a chance to ask the CEO what the nature of his testimony was.
I don't believe I can. I don't believe I can discuss that. But obviously, we've been here before. We've answered all the questions truthfully and honestly and straightforward. And I've always directed my folks to cooperate with the grand jury and make sure that they get all the answers.
Now, just within the last half hour, I saw the outgoing chief operating officer of this county, Richard Stogner, arrive here at the building, heading up to the CEO's office. He told me he was trying to figure out what was going on. He has had a hand in running DeKalb County for years and years, and we asked him about what's going on here as well.
I do not know. I do not know anything about it. That's what I was just going to upstairs to see what I could find out.
When you talked to the grand jury, did they ask you any questions about him in any way?
No.
They didn't?
No.
Anything about county contracts or operations?
Just the stuff I was associated with.
Well, was Burl Ellis associated with those same things, though?
No, most of it had to do with water sewer stuff that all occurred before he came in, before he took the CEO's job.
Now, we just received word from a spokesperson for DeKalb CEO Burl Ellis. He will be here to speak with us at 12:30. That's in about a half an hour. And we will, of course, bring you any breaking developments on this as they continue to happen. Reporting live in downtown Decatur, Jody Fleischer, Channel 2 Action News.
Jody, thank you. And Channel 2's Richard Elliott continues our live Team 2 coverage from outside the CEO's home, where officers are still inside. Richard.
Yeah, police detectives served the search warrant here at CEO Burl Ellis's house just after 10 o'clock this morning. We've just within the past 5 minutes or so, this other car has pulled up, and a woman got out and went inside, met by the detectives at the door as they continued to serve that search warrant. Let's go ahead and roll some video we shot at about 10:30, 10:45 this morning, and you'll be able to see some of those detectives as they carry empty boxes into Burl Ellis's house. These are evidence boxes used to carry out potential evidence, anything that might be named in that search warrant. Now, a neighbor came out and told us that Ellis's wife and 82-year-old mother inside at the time that the warrants were served. This neighbor tells us that he spoke on the phone with Burl Ellis, and since the neighbor's wife is a nurse, asked if they would check on his mother. They went over there, and then a few minutes after that, we saw police detectives actually escort Burl Ellis's mother next door so she can be with the neighbor and his wife, who is a nurse. Again, detectives are still inside Burl Ellis's house right now. This other car just pulled up a few minutes ago, and a woman went inside, so they're still gathering evidence. We're, of course, going to stay here, see what, if anything, they're able to bring out of that house. We are live in Stone Mountain. Richard Elliott, Channel 2 Action News.
We have more details on Burl Ellis. Thursday, we were there as the CEO took the oath of office for his second term. He said then that he was humbled and honored to serve DeKalb County. We checked online, and voters first elected him as CEO in November 2008. The DeKalb County website says Ellis has the power to supervise, direct, and control the county administration. And stay with us for continuing coverage. We have 4 reporters and photographers gathering new information on the search warrants right now. We also expect Ellis to make a statement at 12:30, and as Jody mentioned, we are working to bring that to you live when it happens. You can also check WSBTV.com anytime for late-breaking developments.